Howdy, Uwe Dilblay, PCBE here. Hope you all had a good start to the week. Um, this is a shuge tasting. It's Japanese. Um, G&H Dark Flake is in that. I would usually have something like this late at night. It's really not for the morning. I'll tell you this much. Anyone who would partake of this in the morning is like one of those guys. I remember I used to see these guys, right? And I swear it's not even noon. It's morning. Like people just getting off the train, like that hour. Or if you happen to step out for some coffee in the morning, right? You might see, one of these guys in, one of these nice pinstripe business suits clenching a cigar. And I'm just like, how in the world in the morning, right? I wouldn't partake of this in the morning. For me, partaking of this in the morning would be me having a morning full of like black coffee because I need to stay awake. Iron stomach kind of deal. But when it gets later in the day and you've had some things, and my latest vice, if you will, harmless one, supermarket pierogi, potato spinach, potato onion. Yeah, it's my vice. And another recent vice. Hubbard's honey peanuts. Yeah. I really need to. I need to mellow out on both of those. I mean, fortunately, I only eat a meal a day, a proper meal. Yeah, if I did like two meals, like a breakfast and a dinner, or a breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I'd be full. It wouldn't feel comfortable. So I do one meal, and I do little things throughout the day, an apple here, there, right? Heat up 3 pierogi, something like that. But yeah, those are vices. But anyway, as 2022 comes to a close, and I can't believe this year has gone by so quickly, are there any blends that you discovered this year, though they may have been on the market, for some time, or are there any blends that were new to the market that really appealed? For me, I thought about this, and I could only come up with 2, but then when I thought more about it, I said, no, there's actually a half dozen. So I would say topping the list, probably Low Country's Atalaya, topping the list. Surprisingly good. And I like the fact that it's funny, when I used to visit Smoking Pipes, rarely did I pay attention to that Low Country section. I don't know why, I just didn't. And it had nothing to do with the name or anything like that. The only thing I knew about it was that I want to say that's like that's Smoking Pipes kind of brick and mortar side. And I want to say I never really paid it any attention, because once I found out about that, my mind just kind of thought about, well, I actually have to be in Long's, South Carolina to actually appreciate any of that. I mean, it was a ridiculous thought, but anyway. So I just didn't pay those offerings much attention. But then Atalaya comes out, and there's a lot of talk about it. I said, oh, all these, what's all this rumbling about? Then when I tried, I was like, wow, this is surprisingly good. And I have to say it again. It really, there are aspects of it that really reminded me of my favorite warped slash C&D trifecta, right? Cloud Hopper Until the End and The Haunting, minus the cigar component. It's very good. After that, I would say Watt City Cigars, Waltham Broken Cake. Really good. A worthy successor to their now out of production Watt City Slices. Honorable mention, C&D's Bankside. But the fact that that was, I don't know if it was released around the same time, I forget, or if I just happened to try them both, right, around the same time. But yeah, Atalaya just got more of my attention. SG 1792 Flake. I can't say more about that. Right, the Tonkin bean and the Lakeland, the florals together, right? To me, it's like, in some respects, like an amped up Bob's Chocolate Flake. And the fact that Smoking Pipes, among others, had a secondary drop in December, right? For those who were disappointed to find that the first December drop, most of the more popular blends, right, were sold out, right, relatively quickly. But then they, introduced some stuff that were larger quantities, not the 500-gram bags, but like the 8-ounce boxes, like these, what is it, microwavable meal things with like the clear plastic sheet. That was pretty interesting. Let's see, what else? I feel like I'm missing one. Kringle Flake. Very good. Very good. I wish I had something to compare it to. I never actually tried Christmas Cheer. And I feel like I mentioned it once before, but I created a bit of a dust up, right, by asking, is Kringle Flake, and I did it jokingly, but yeah, some people got annoyed by it. I said, well, is Kringle Flake like the new Christmas Cheer? But yeah, really good. I've got 2 tins of that aging. I wanted to try one now, and yeah, I like it. I really do. I feel like Sutliff Crumble Cake. I'm trying to think. Did I try that, or did I get one and age it? I have to check. But anyway, yeah. So my 2 cents on my version of the year's best in blends for 22. Share your thoughts. I'd like to know. Back soon with more. Thanks for watching.